Have you ever wondered what the difference was with your internet connection? There's two different kinds of internet connections, Wi-Fi and Ethernet. Wi-Fi or wireless, it comes from your router and then it gets shot out in the air, while you have Ethernet or wired connection. Wireless comes in two different frequencies, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz for in-home use. Almost all newer routers will send both signals out. Normally, you can either connect to a 2.4 or 5. Some companies, they have it built in, so whatever device you have will automatically connect to the best signal. What I like the most about wireless would be it's cheaper, easier to set up, and you can move. You have mobility. You can move around your house. To install wireless internet in your house, what you'll need is a modem. Whenever the ISP comes by and installs your internet, they'll run a line through a DMARC, and then from the DMARC inside your house, either with a Cat5 cable or greater, a coax cable, or a fiber. And then that will connect to your modem, and then it'll connect to your router. There are some downsides to Wi-Fi. The biggest one that affects most people would be the interference. You get way more interference with Wi-Fi just because, such as like TVs, laptops, microwave. One thing, back in my day, whenever I installed internet, one thing that was kind of surprising is wireless cameras can knock out your Wi-Fi. The other alternative to wireless would be a wired connection or Ethernet. Ethernet is your inside wiring in your home. It's similar to Wi-Fi, where you'll need a modem to a router and then to your computer. One side is if you're going to be making your own Ethernet cables, there's two standards that I would advise you to pay attention to. It's a standard A and standard B. The only wires that change in them would be 1, 2, 3, and 6. The rest of them stay the same no matter what cables you use. Personally, whenever I make my own Ethernet cables, I use the B standard. Like I said before, it doesn't matter which one you use, as long as you have the same on both sides. One side you do A, the other side you do B, your Ethernet cable will not work. Just like wireless, we'll go through the pros and cons with your wired. Biggest plus to having Ethernet would be a constant and reliable connection, which that also means faster speeds, which everyone wants faster speeds. And the next important thing would be you won't have the wireless interference. Now you can have interference on Ethernet cables. Usually it's caused by if the lines ran too close to one of your house electric cables. Now that you know the difference between wired and wireless, what's better? You've probably figured out by now that Ethernet's probably what you want to choose. But in general, home use, wireless is more than you need. You can stream Netflix on wireless. You can play with your phones, listen to music, listen to podcasts. That's not going to be a big issue. Now, where I would say that you really need it is if you're streaming live content or if you're playing online games. Now, let's talk about the Voldemort of online gaming. Lag. Oh man, hey, he's to the left. Gosh dang it. It's freaking, my game's freezing up. I can't see this guy anymore. He disappeared. Man, why did I just die for? No one was even there. What the heck? Man, I hate lag. Have you ever been like this while you were gaming with your buddies? Having a late night binge party online, and then lag happens? Most likely, the answer is yes. I have a solution, maybe. There's 4, with the 4th one being probably the least practical, but you gotta do what you gotta do. 1, like I said, wired connection. Having Ethernet is going to be the best. The number 2, I would say the usage in your house. If you have people streaming Netflix, playing other games, you downloading stuff, uploading pictures to Facebook, all of that can affect your gaming. The 3rd is if you get in a different ISP. And then the 4th thing, if none of the other 3 things will work, move and get fiber. What kind of internet do you have? Comment down below and let me know. I currently have a company called Sparklight. I get 300 meg down and 30 meg up. So for where I live, I'm pretty lucky to have that. If you have any questions about this video, you can comment on my YouTube or you can tweet at me. My Twitter is there.